Can you say Daddy plays video games?
Daddy's training the drinks.
Alright guys, well here we go, the first of mini dad talks. Now I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and what I wanted to do is just go ahead and jump right off, and the season that I'm in right now, it's just a good time to talk about it. Now I do not speak from someone who is a professional or views himself as the all-knowing on the matter. On the contrary, what I say in this series will be from my viewpoint, my experience, and maybe what could be construed as a nugget of quasi-wisdom. Now tonight I want to talk about what it means to be a man and be a father. Now, I come from a divorced household, but I am thoroughly blessed to have an amazing dad. Some people listening have had a great dad, some have not. Some have not had a dad at all, which is a saddeningly high statistical amount of people out there. So, who I am is a father of two, if you're newer to the channel. I've been married for almost 5 years. As my channel states, I'm a husband first, a father second, and finally a gamer. Now, if you are a husband, a father, or neither, I guess I feel like this is really going to ring true to you as a man. The incredible importance of stepping up and being a man will affect you not only personally, but those around you as well. Now, if you're a father or will be in the future, listen to a few of the statistics I actually looked up and gathered from some credible sources, such as the Department of Health and the Census Department, the Department of Justice, the CDC. So here's just a few of them. 71% of all high school dropouts come from fatherless homes. 85% of all children who show behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes. 90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. Then it gets really shocking. 80% of rapists and anger problems come from fatherless homes. 63% of youth suicides come from fatherless homes. It's awful. It's terrible. Stepping up and being a man will most likely at one point or another involve stepping up and being a daddy. Now, whether you're married to the mother of your child or not, stepping up and being a daddy will be the most unique and paramount responsibilities of your life next to being a husband. Now, just a statistic that I found that kind of shows what happens when the father's in the picture is that, quote, children with involved, loving fathers are significantly more likely to do well in school, have healthy self-esteem, exhibit empathy, pro-social behavior, and avoid high-risk behaviors such as drug use, truancy, criminal activities compared to children who have uninvolved fathers. Now, stepping up and being a man and being a daddy involves, the more I thought about it, because I have been thinking about this for a long time, this series, I just wanted to do it today. 4 traits that I'm continually failing daily, but seeking to be better at. There are 4 traits that I feel that I've identified as things that I always want to try and be a better man regarding. And the first is humility. Now, C.S. Lewis, the guy who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, if you guys don't know, C.S. Lewis, a writer, he says that true humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. Okay? Now, humility is not weakness. Humility is, in fact, the opposite of a prideful man. A humble man and a humble father won't enter into a conversation with his wife or child believing that he is the end-all, be-all of answers and knowledge and questions. A humble man will be willing to listen to those closest to him without talking. Albert Einstein says that the true genius admits that he or she knows nothing. A humble man will admit when he makes a mistake or takes responsibilities for his action. A prideful man finds someone to pawn off his mistakes on. A prideful man will find someone to pawn his children off on. Being a humble father to your children will convey a genuineness that's going to stick with them for the rest of their lives. The second trait is selflessness. Now, selflessness is the opposite of selfishness. A selfish man will view his marriage as something that he, or his relationship, as something that he, I'm sorry, let me say that again. A selfless man will view his marriage or relationship as something he can give into, not take from. A selfless father will be willing to sacrifice a Saturday or a precious day off of work to go and do something that admittedly might not be quote-unquote fun because his kids or his wife absolutely adores it and it's creating a memory with your family. A selfless man will go looking to help his wife or his partner when things are getting hectic. When I think of selflessness versus selfishness, there's a quote that I heard in college. It said, the mark of an immature man is that he wants to die nobly for a cause, while the mark of a mature man is one that wants to live humbly for one. It's a lot more difficult to live your life humbly for something than to die for something. The third trait is attentiveness. Now, this one is actually, it sounds like a fairly simple one, but it's probably one of the most difficult. And this actually goes hand in hand with the previous two. An attentive father, an attentive husband, is one that seeks to anticipate the needs of his wife or his child or his significant other. Now, this is going to look different for different relationships, whether it's a relationship with your daughter, your son, or a relationship with your spouse. An attentive husband is one that, or a father will be one that seeks to help and serve the ones he loves for no other reason, but because he loves them. An attentive father is someone who anticipates the needs of those he loves and seeks to do that and for them, for no other reason, not to gain anything for himself, but to give of himself to who they are. Now, finally, loyalty. Now, I saved this one for last. And this is actually kind of a sad one, because this is the one, this loyalty or the lack thereof is the reason why those statistics are so high. Men, not every argument or disagreement with our spouse or our significant other is one that is an end that ends a relationship. Just because it's heated, just because doors are slammed, just because you guys are at a disagreement or we're at a disagreement, doesn't mean that a relationship is ending. Most of the time, regardless of whoever's fault is perceived, being a good man is one that will take the first step and be humble, be selfless, and seek to rectify the situation. Step up first and be a man. A loyal husband or boyfriend or spouse or significant other, and a loyal father is one that sticks out when the times are brutal. A loyal husband and a loyal father, they're the cornerstones of forbearance and faithfulness. The fact of the matter is that being in a marriage is difficult, and being a father is brutally hard, but nothing in life worth having comes easy. I could not imagine life without my wife, nor could I without my kids. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it is a daily struggle to be humble, selfless, and attentive with them. And I fail more times than I succeed, significantly more. For every one time I might be selfless, attentive, and humble, 9 times I'm not. But being ever faithful and ever loyal to them is a foundational aspect and basic responsibility of being a husband and a father. Now, if you listen to this, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was serious, but these are just my viewpoints on what it is to be a man, to be a husband, to be a father. Now, there's going to be a lot more dad talks to come. They're not going to be all the time. They're not going to be every week or something like that, unless you guys give me a lot of questions that you want me to talk about, and I definitely will. And if you want to talk about anything I said here, please feel free to comment. And if there is a topic specifically that you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know. I'd love to. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have an absolutely wonderful night. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to check out other videos. Like, subscribe, comment. There's a Facebook and a Twitter link there if you want to go ahead and follow me. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Good night, Daddy.